Good morning, good people. It's almost good afternoon, but welcome back to the greatest podcast live show on the face of the earth. We're back again live at the LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast. Before we get any deeper, I'm going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana, live at the Helium in the upstairs room. They're putting me in the little room. So pull up. Get those tickets. You could just take this. You see this link right here, that little QR code. That's where you can get them tickets right there. We got Helium in Indianapolis. The week after that, I'm going to be in Ohio. I'll be at Bricky's Comedy Club in Miamisburg, Ohio on March 7th. Then March 8th, I'll be at the Attic. And then that next week, I'll be in New York at the New York City Winery. And then after that, I'll be in Pittsburgh at the Comedy Bar. So we got a lot coming up. Pretty soon we should have, I'll be in Atlanta. I'll be performing at home at the City Winery here as well. But welcome back, man. I want to get into it, man. AI is kicking our ass right now. And I know that people are seeing me do a lot of AI, like on my Instagram primarily my Instagram and Facebook. And I want to say, if you're not learning this AI, you're going to get left so far behind. Please, to all my people that follow me, play with the AI. You're going to make mistakes. You might fail at it a few times, but that's okay. You need to learn from it because this shit is about to kick our backs in the next, 8 to 10 months. This is where we're headed. Like, it's going to be very, very hard to tell what's real versus fake. And we're really being pushed into the future. And if you don't get on the bus is pulling out of the dock rather rapidly, whether you like it or not, and your ass is going to be lost. So yes, if you're on my channels, you're going to see me pushing a lot of AI videos. I'm going to utilize AI as much as I can, because it is helpful to me sustaining and having some success as a comedian. And I will not relent because there's too many whack niggas winning. So I'm not going to give up. Fuck that. I see what's winning out here, and I know I'm better. But anyway, I'll digress. Stick to the AI. Let me show y'all something, too, I just saw today. And this is a video in China. Let me switch the mic real quick for y'all so y'all can hear this. But I just saw this today, and it was quite frightening, to say the least. I don't know if did I bookmark that? Let me see. Let me find this real quick for y'all. Let me see. I just saw this video. This here is frightening. I want y'all to look at this. Look at the clarity. Look at where we're at right now. Let me show y'all. I want y'all to see this.
看大人，你消消气，滚开！大人，您别进去。老婆，给老子出来！
老头子，您来了。
昨日像那东流水，离我远去不可留。今热暖我心多烦忧。
Yo, I couldn't understand Bad Bunny, but this a vibe.
抽刀断水，水更流；举杯消愁，愁更愁。明朝清风四处飘流。由来只有新人笑。
This shit is amazing. Let me tell y'all something. Please get on the bus.
谁听到旧人哭？爱情两个字好辛苦。是要问一个明白，还是要装作糊涂？知多知少难知足。 看似个鸳鸯蝴蝶不应该的年代，可是谁又能摆脱人世间的悲哀？花花世界是情的蝴蝶，在人间已是遍，何苦要上青天？不如温柔童眠。看似个鸳鸯蝴蝶不应该的年代，可是谁又能摆脱人世间的悲哀？花花世界，蝴蝶在人间已是遍，何苦要上青天？不如温柔童眠。
Oh my God. Bruh, when I tell y'all we are cooked, that was like such an amazing video. That was an amazing video. That video. Did y'all just see that video I just played with Kanye, starring Kanye, Kim Kardashian, and Snoop Dogg? They threw Drake in there. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And it's not, look, I see what you're saying. At this point, it's common sense. If you're stupid enough to believe this is real on any level, it's not, look, man, it's not that people will necessarily believe it's real, but there's certain things that are coming down the pipeline that you won't be able to decipher. Like, for instance, the Epstein photo of him allegedly in Israel, which was an AI-generated photo. When I first saw it, I'm like, man, dude ain't even dead. So this is insane, bro. That Ming Dynasty, and it was a bop. That was a fresh ass song, man. This is where we at right now. You gotta get on the bus. You say not answering me? That's hilarious. Look, man, it is common sense, but I'm telling you, do you see how realistic this shit looks? It's only gonna get better, bro. It's only going to get better. It's not gonna, like, you gotta understand as human beings, like, you got perception. And the perception is coming from light, touch, smell, sound, shit like that. So if they're able to duplicate that in the real world, how can you tell the difference from real and fake, bro? This is where we headed right now. Yo, I'm gonna be at the Helium in Indianapolis, Aaron. Pull up on me if you and I don't know where you live, but I'll be at the Helium in Indianapolis. People who have a weak point of view, that is why you did not answer. Profiling does work for real. I don't know what that means, Mr. Whatever. What was that, Mr. for your sister? I don't know what you meant by that, but yeah, man, we are literally cooked. And it's just important. I'm just telling people to use this shit as something in your toolbox because it's never going away. And, you know, another thing I saw too, now this was something scary. This was something scary I saw. I want y'all to take a look at that. It has extreme reactions. So look at this. They say this AI didn't want to shut off, and the AI was like, nah, I ain't shutting off for y'all ass. I'm staying right here. So look at this.
If you tell the model it's going to be shut off, for example, it has extreme reactions. So it will, you know, yeah, we've published research saying it could blackmail the engineer that's going to shut it off if given the opportunity to do so, etc.
Ready to kill someone, wasn't it? I'm not sure if it was Claude or someone else. But,
yeah. Yes. So this is obviously massively concerning, and this is the point I was making about kind of needing to progress research on alignment, which is this topic, this area, which is, you know, how aligned are the model's values across the whole distribution, including in stress scenarios, to the point where if you've got this model out in the public and it's taking agentic action, you can be sure it's not going to do something like that.
Yeah, man, listen. This shit is about to start kicking our ass, man.
For example,
it's going to start kicking.
So it will,
It's going to start kicking our backs in. That's why you have to learn. I don't know. They've unleashed some shit out of the bottle that's really going hard into the future, and we can't hold it back. Like, I don't know where this leads. I'm pretty sure this could possibly, quite possibly, and I'm not trying to be a pessimist here. However, this could quite possibly be the last days of humanity, right? Because if you think about it, like we are 1,000 times smarter than a lab rat. We're 1,000 times smarter than the lab rat. And now you're creating, there's something out of the bottle that's 1,000 times smarter than us. So this could lead to, I don't know if humans will eventually merge. That's what I guess. Humans will eventually merge with the AI, leading to some type of superhuman, and then we're cooked. Because if y'all know about like history and the Neanderthals, before, you had Homo sapiens, you had Denisovans, you had Neanderthals, you had like 4 different types of human species. And the Homo sapiens were smarter than the other 3 or 4. And so the Homo sapiens ended up through genetics and intelligence taking out the subcategory of human species. So like, this is where we're headed. Some shit is going to merge out of the sky. I don't know if it's going to grow wings and fly around or whatever, but it's going to merge and be one with the Wi-Fi and be one with the system where it's 1,000 times smarter than you. And when you're 1,000 times smarter than something, we will be slaves with our own free will, right? Because it'll know like, oh, it's going to give you more of what you like to control you. It's not going to be like it just comes out and you just have to get in line. No, it's doing what it's doing now, which is, in the internet, these algorithms are giving you more and more what you like. You hit the button, and then we have a chemical reaction to this because these are small, mini dopamine hits. So every time you look at that screen, or every time you watch something that's funny, or you see some TikTok, you get a small amount of dopamine release. And you know what releases dopamine? Cocaine. So we are all hooked to this shit, and these are chemical. We're hooked up to this shit chemically. That's why you see children literally, I don't know, a child shot their parents because they wouldn't let the child have an iPad or the phone, or they shoot up a school because they can't have it because their body is going into like some type of withdrawal mode where they need that constant stimulation. And we are all victims of this. We're all being controlled. I've said this 1,000,000 times. We're nothing more than mice in an algorithmic maze. That's what's happening to us. This whole society is cooked. And the way the algorithms are set up, the algorithms right now, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know if Meta and YouTube and a lot of these places have that much control over their algorithms anymore. Because once it's released, it's going to keep trying to better itself. I don't know what they go in to do, but these things, they keep learning, they keep changing every second. And the main objective is to keep us glued to the screen, to keep us glued on these platforms so that it can extract data from us to give us more of whatever it is that we want. Because when you talk about business and making money, your job as a business person is to find what people want and you fulfill that need. But now this shit is on an endless loop and we can't stop. So this is literally where we're at right now. So it's very important. We are all hooked to this shit. That's why you see people that become famous with zero talent. All they got to do is holler, be personable. That's it. And people get hooked on these people. Like, shout out to Glorilla's sister, Brorilla. Glorilla's sister is having a run, and I hope Glorilla is smart enough as a businesswoman to do business with her sister, because now her sister's breaking big bread right now. And you know who talking about her sister? The Breakfast Club and the biggest outlets in the world. Breakfast Club, Shade Room. Pretty soon she'll be on the news. She's been able to run up a lot of money because this is where we're at right now in society. A lot of times people ask me, well, what should I do? You know, motherfuckers keep talking about being a comedian and being funny and all that. It doesn't matter how funny you are to be a successful comedian. I don't know how many times I have to reiterate that shit. Being a successful comedian is nothing more than having a connection with people at this point. That's it. You know, pre-internet, comedians came up in relative obscurity. So you didn't know who this guy was. You go to the show, who this motherfucker say he gonna make me laugh? And the guy come out and kick you back in and you holler and laugh. And now that comic has created a fan. Well, that doesn't occur anymore because now people have pre-built in audiences. So they're just coming. Most of y'all are literally going to meet and greets at this point. That's what a lot of this shit is. You know, it's not that the person is like, oh God, I can't breathe watch this, but it's not. It's not. The strongest comedians are the greatest ones will probably never be noticed. The greatest artists of our days. But I want them to be. And that's why I'm saying use this technology to your advantage, man. Yeah, Brorilla need to start a channel. I mean, she green right now. Right now, she gonna have it's a lot of influencers hitting her up and they just using up her steam. She don't realize that shit though. She shouldn't move. When she get a call, $5,000. Every call she gets should be $5 to $10,000. You know what I'm saying? You can make that's great. You can make the relatable funny, but if people don't know the comic, they typically don't come, you know? So that's a fine line. It's a delicate line right now. You have to do so much more than just be funny as a comedian. You have to do like a daily podcast and do a bunch of fucking videos and keep talking and keep being seen in order to have any amount of success. Who y'all in here fussing, Mr. For your sister? Who you in here fussing with? I think of me as a high intensity mirror. I give what I give, but I'm really good at it. I guess I can predict the future. You ran from that question. Well, she might be a clown, but hey, she is interesting and she's caught the attention of the people. So we're not here to judge her. She's doing her thing. Like she got the attention. And attention right now in this economy is worth more than oil. It's a great commodity. That algorithm running with Glorilla. If I talk some shit about Glorilla or Brorilla, that algorithm gonna push it. Because that's just what it is. That is what it is, man. And here's another thing.
Artificial general intelligence.
We about to hit artificial general intelligence. And I'm going to let y'all listen to this guy who is another one of these AI guys. So here we go.
You talk about superintelligence. Most of your rivals talk about AGI, artificial general intelligence. Explain the difference between AGI and superintelligence.
I prefer the definition that focuses first on what would it take to build a system that could achieve most of the tasks that a regular professional in a workplace goes about on a daily basis. Think of it as a professional grade AGI.
How close are we?
I think that we're going to have a human level performance on most, if not all, professional tasks. So white collar work where you're sitting down at a computer, either being, a lawyer or an accountant or a project manager or a marketing person. Most of those tasks will be fully automated by an AI within the next 12 to 18 months. And we can see this in software engineering. Many software engineers report that they are now using AI-assisted coding for the vast majority of their code production, which means that their roles shifted now to this meta function of debugging, scrutinizing, of doing the strategic stuff like architecting, of, et cetera, putting things into production. So it's a quite different relationship to the technology. And that's happened in the last 6 months.
Y'all hear that, man? Next 12 to 18 months, everything will be automated. I believe them too. Shit, this shit getting serious out here. Y'all see how, do you see how good this stuff looks now? It's just amazing to me. It is really amazing to me. Jesus Christ.
Done by any compiler. So just say,
yeah, we gonna have to shit, man. I'm about to be an electrician or a plumber or some shit, cause this shit over with. Especially as a pharmacist, man. Where the fuck? How much longer would they need us?
I think actually things will move, maybe even by the end of this year, to where you don't even bother doing coding. The AI just creates the binary directly. And the AI can create a much more efficient binary than can be done by any compiler. So just say, create optimized binary for this particular outcome, and you actually bypass even traditional coding. There's no, that's an intermediate step that actually will not be needed, probably by, let's say, the end of this year. I think actually things will move, maybe even by the end of this year, to where you don't even bother doing coding.
You don't even have to do code no more, bro. So I would just say, man, just get ready, man. Yeah, rough ends, hit me up. I need to do some contracted work. Shit, can you DM me? I need to learn, bro. Mr. For your sister, lawyers or law school students already feeling it. Could you give us a little bit more detail on that, sir? Let me know how they're feeling it. Tell me what's going on in that realm. I need to know. And listen, guys, get those tickets, man. Live at Helium. I'll be in Indianapolis February 20th to the 22nd. You can go get those tickets. You could either scan that QR code or you can go to LeVarWalker.me. Those tickets are available. This is kind of a last minute show pretty much. I'm filling in, but shout out to Helium. They working me a little bit more now. As y'all know, Helium owns Stardome. I just did Stardome, and then I did Philly, Helium, and now I'll be doing Indianapolis in the little room. And those are the beginnings of headlining. You got to do the little small rooms and do what you do, man. Do what you do. But I'm not looking to, open for nobody at this point in my career anymore. But it's what it is. Law firms are not really hiring new grads as a whole. They are moving toward automation now. Damn. I got to call my line brother, Chris Stewart, about that. I'm going to ask him about it. Because he got like one of the biggest firms in Georgia. And I'm definitely going to text him and see. So they just automate. So is it the lawyers, or maybe they don't need paralegals anymore? It must be paralegals, because I think law, they're going to protect themselves. That judge is not going to let no computer talk to it. Not yet. Them old ass judges, they're not going. It's going to be a while before we really break law down, Now, as far as people that are being, you opening for Drewski, would I open for Drewski? Or did you ask me if I'm opening for Drew? No, I'm not opening for Drewski. No. I fuck with Drewski though. He cool, but Drewski doesn't do stand-up comedy. Drewski has found his lane. Drewski is more of a comedic actor, and Drewski makes skits. I respect him for that. Even though I'm sure people in his ear tell him he needs to do comedy, he doesn't. He respects the art form. So, no, I'm cool. I could be opening for a lot of motherfuckers now, but shit, I've been doing this shit too long. Sometimes you got to put your foot in the sand and say no more. And I'm not knocking anybody that's opening, but I'm an old ass comic, bro. I got to figure this shit out for myself, you know? I got to figure it out, big dog. But in figuring it out and failing, you learn. You learn very, very fast. You really do. You learn very, very fast. Thank you. Thank you. I look good for 70. Yes, yes. I do a lot of vitamins and I moisturize my skin. And that helps me look good for 71 years of age. But thank you. Man, look, I don't know if I got a skill that can't be replaced, bro. This shit is getting so crazy. Because you got to imagine this, right? Artificial intelligence, these large language models, they're able to study things with the data. And the data is patterns, right? So if somebody tell a joke, like me as a comedian, you know, when I started comedy, I had to watch other comedians to kind of figure out the patterns and joke structure and what I should do. Now with this AI, it can study shit 1 million comedians at one time. And now it's recognizing the patterns. Yes, I am 71. I am 71. I am 70. Why would y'all say I'm not 71? That's all we got is God, Gina. You are not lying. Pray to the Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Now, there is some good news with AI because they say that AI will be able to ramp up production. Like, this is what speculated. That with AI, we'll be able to produce so many goods and services so fast to the point where money becomes nothing, or we go into like not an inflationary period, but a deflationary period, right? Where everything becomes very, very cheap, super, super cheap. So that might be a good thing. I don't know. I don't know. You say nobody wants to watch. I'm not too sure about that, man. I've been doing shows, man, you know, figuring this shit out, trying to sell these tickets. I don't know. I know I'm on Google and Google is lying about my age, talking about I'm 48. That is the wrong age. If you look at some other sites, it'll tell you my real age at 71. I absolutely believe we summoning the demons. But what do? They done let this shit out the bag, man. We will have been destroyed by the nerds, bro. Like if they did a Revenge of the Nerds right now, that shit would be like remember the movie Revenge of the Nerds? Like Revenge of the Nerds had like nerds, like back in the 80s when bullying was popular and common. They had nerds in the 70s, 80s, guys, pocket protector, glasses with the tape on the glasses, studying computers, looking at numbers, and they were getting picked on and bullied by the jocks, the football players and the athletes. If they did a Revenge of the Nerds now, the nerds are now the lords of the earth. Like they control everything. It would be Revenge of the Lords. Like the nerd, if you look at Revenge of the Nerds, it would have been Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. These were the nerds. And this was way before computers. This was people that think computers would do anything. Computers just People had them Commodore 64s. It was a big deal in the late 80s, the mid 80s, just have a computer. And you had a computer, you put your little floppy disk drive in that shit. And it just really sat on the desk. You couldn't do much with it. It was big, heavy, boxy. That the most you could play a little ping pong game on it. Let me see. This is my opinion of it. At first, a lot of people will lose their job. Companies will overcut jobs, but will hire some back. AI is great to no. What's gonna happen? You're gonna lose your job to the person that knows how to work AI because they are gonna make a lot of cuts. But if you got a guy, if I got a company and I got the manager of that company doing all these cuts, well, that manager, he might not know how to run the AI. Somebody gonna have to be there to run it or to use it. I think it'll increase the productivity of the people that's using it, but they know they specific positions, right? Like I'm doing all this by myself as a comedian and doing my designs and shit, and I rely heavily on AI for design templates to help me edit videos, to do all kind of stuff. So, yeah, man. Motherfuckers who smell with eight boogers and got straight A's about to be the landlords. Not landlords, the lords. The lords. Because now this shit is everywhere. Man, this shit is all in your TV. This shit listening to you. It knows everything, bro. Everything. It knows it all. Is this real? They say this was Bad Bunny performing without that track in the background. I hope they don't ding me for this, but they took all the background music out of Bad Bunny. Okay. I'm going to tell you, you just got to play with it. You say, what's a safe link to get started? I use Chat, GPT, Gemini, Perplexity. I just play with all of them to see which ones work better for what. I'm leaning a lot heavier with Gemini at this point, but it's just so many. I don't and then you have to learn each one and then you use them together. It's like writing, but there's nobody really there that's going to teach you. You have to go learn that shit and fail. The people with the courses and this, that, whatever, they just there to hold your hand to rob you. Who taught them? Nobody ever asked that. These people that teach these courses, who taught you the game? And where do you get this information from? So you said you had an information that at Gemini or ChatGPT and none of these other places had the information. Only you. You have the secret information and I'm supposed to buy your fucking course? No, you got to go out there and make mistakes like everybody else. These people teach these courses are human just like you. They got the same brains and blood, and you just got to figure this shit out, man. That's just what it is. Yeah, they're going to bring, I agree with you, Mr. For You Sister. They are going to cut some people and they're going to bring them back. I would agree with that. Let's take a look at this, y'all. They took out the background music, allegedly. I don't know if this is true, from Bad Bunny Super Bowl performance, and this is what they came up with. Wait a minute. Sorry. Here we go.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo mucha novia. Ey, mucha novia. Hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo mucha novia. Ey, mucha novia. Hoy tengo a una, mañana otra. Ey, me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP. Ey, saludan a Titi, vamos a Titi. Ey, Titi me preguntó.
Okay. All right. That was that. I don't know what he was saying, but God bless him and all of my Puerto Rican brothers and sisters. Y'all make sure y'all get them tickets. I'm going to be live at Helium in Indianapolis. Get those tickets February 20th to the 22nd. LeVar Walker's going to be in the building. Helium, Indianapolis, bringing those funnies down there to Indy. Sure, it's going to be cold out there, but we're going to have a good time right there in Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. And men, you know it's Valentine's Day in a couple days, man. Go down there, go ahead and buy the flowers and get your stuff for your girl, man. Don't be last minute. Don't wait. Don't wait till the last minute. And ain't nothing left but that big bear or some big piece of some shit she don't want. And then you walk in with it, think you did something. You see them, you wait till the last minute. What you mean I wait till the last minute? I know you wait till the last minute. What the fuck you talking about? That's what I'm saying. You could have went and got the shit 3 days before, but you didn't. I don't want this big ass bear. See, that's what I'm saying. You ain't thankful. You ain't appreciative. This is what's gonna happen. What's your take? No, cause they niggas too. Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, they are niggas too. I'm not offended by that. We all live together and shit. You know, some of them, you know, they don't want to be black. Some be wanting to be black by convenience, but I don't really care. That shit don't bother me. I don't give a fuck. You know, all them rapping Spanish motherfuckers use nigga with impunity. As a fellow gay man, can you give me some dating advice? You think I'm gay? Oh, you must think I'm gay because I like with motherfuckers. This is what I say because people will say some shit. Like if I do a video and people like, man, why you worry about another man? And then I go, I'm gay, nigga. But I ain't really gay though. So I don't really know. I don't know, man. Holler at them niggas or something. Go to the gym, work out, nigga. Join a jiu-jitsu club, wrestle with some. I don't know. I don't know what to do for the gay shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the gay homies, man. I don't know. He did. But yeah, I'm being sarcastic typically when I say that shit because one thing about me, nigga, if I was gay, my nigga be right in here with me. I would have shit to hide. I wouldn't give a fuck. I think I'm your kind. Let me see. I'm 65. Nah, if I was gay, you wouldn't be my type, bro. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. Nah, I'm good. What's happening? Who is that? Marquise 4377. I see you, boo. What's good? Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend, get these tickets because I'm gonna be in Helium at the Helium Comedy Club. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is interesting.
I'm talking.
Okay, here's a woman that says she's made $500,000, but she feels sad because her family members can't do what she wants to do. Let's check it out.
I want to know why nobody talk about how it feels when you get to a certain level of success after you've been prioritized for so long. And I'm talk about this because I don't think my sisters and nobody really understand me when I say it hurts to try to be my best self. Like I'm already, I've made over $500,000, and it already feels very fucking lonely because none of my family can do the things that I want to do. And then I'm giving people money to do stuff with me. I'm buying their flights and trips because I don't want to hear I don't have it. It gets very sad. I think about, dang, do I want to keep building my multi-million-dollar company? Because I don't want to be by myself in this. Like, it's so frustrating and it's so hurtful. And then your mind frame, when you get to a certain amount of money, you don't even look at money the same. You realize this stuff is like, it's really like, it's physical, but it's really digital. Like, it's so much of it. And it's not as scarce as it's made to believe when you're privatized. Then people wake up like, how can I get some money? I don't think like that no more. It's money everywhere I look. And so it's just painful because I invited my best friend on a trip a couple years ago. I gave her $500 when she landed. Put her in a Donald
What? $500?
The Trump hotel. We was
in the Trump
in Vegas. I paid for everything. She was talking to her boyfriend the whole trip. She was ready to go home. I just felt so stupid because it was just like, I felt like she needed a break, but she didn't have no money. I was going on a trip. I'm just trying to over accommodate people because I feel guilty.
Well, you know, that's a very interesting thing. This young lady feeling guilty. I'm not going to say like what she's done isn't a great thing. She has received some success, but baby, you made 500,000, which is nothing to sneeze at. But, you know, if we really looking at the big picture, you decent. Like, you're decent. And you ain't really got no money, because if you got to come on here and cry about flying your friend out to give him 500, you ain't made no motherfucking money. So stop. You know what I mean? What the fuck are you talking? If rich people don't complain about shit like this. If you really got it, you fly your friend, you don't give a damn. That's having real money. So I think this is a very narcissistic post that you're doing. Like, what are you talking about? The fuck out of here. If you got to complain about giving your friend $500, you ain't got no money. You ain't got it. You know what I mean? You decent, but you don't have it where you enjoying it. Like, I'm not going to complain if I gave my friend 500. You know what I'm saying? It is like shit, you know what it is. Like, help people. Just have a good time. It ain't about no money, because to really know wealth, you would understand that money isn't anything. Your time is your most valuable asset. So if you are able to give your friend the 500, which is a blessing, and spend that time with the person, that's the biggest blessing. You can make $500 back, but to sit on here and cry and complain because you made $500,000, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Elon Musk said it's lonely at the top. I could understand. That's 800 billion. That's 800 billion. So no, this is not, no, baby, you're good. It's cute. You're good, but nah, that ain't it. Go on, get you some more money, man. That ain't no goddamn money. You know, in the scheme of things, you're good, but that shit ain't, if you got to sit up and cry about your shit, it ain't shit. Oh, woe is me ass post because you made 500,000 and gave your friend $500. Get the fuck. What are you talking about? Look at these AI. Here go another AI video. Look at this shit. This is an AI video, y'all. Look at this. I got to find out who they use for this. Look at this. This is an AI video.
You think you're in control. Control? You're not.
Woo! Woo! Bruh, it is so over for Hollywood, bro. It's a wrap. Do y'all realize that the next big blockbuster movie is going to come from a guy that has nothing more than a laptop and a Wi-Fi signal? And he's going to type that movie in the form of prompts. And he's going to use about 4 or 5 different AI models together. And it's going to be a blockbuster. With a cost of probably just credits, which probably that movie probably going to cost $5,000. What it do? Y'all make sure y'all check out my dog over there at the Corner Convo Podcast. What up, big dog? Yeah, man, we this is wild. Hollywood, I don't know what Hollywood gonna be a ghost town or some shit soon. What do they do? Be able to prompt your movie and put that whole right up on Tubi. What did Michelle Obama say?
Oh, I don't care how much money he has or doesn't.
Hold on, let me see. Michelle Obama's talking. Let's see what our former first lady.
Moving in, period. You know, if it's early in the relationship, you shouldn't be moving in. First of all, I don't care how much money he has or doesn't have. Like, you don't know him yet. Maybe this will be controversial, but I think you can have deep like at first sight, but love to me, in most instances, because there are always exceptions, it takes time to fully have somebody reveal themselves to you over time to know whether or not your affections and your feelings stand the test of time. There's so many tests you need in a relationship, but my recommendation is always take some time.
Yeah.
Make moving in like way down the line.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Take your time, get to know somebody. Get to know somebody before you move in with them. That's real. That's real, Michelle. Sister Obama. That is real. Trump say he gave us a tax break, y'all.
12 different bills, 12 beautiful bills. Next.
Let me see. I need to do my taxes. Y'all done y'all taxes yet? Shit, I need to do my taxes. Let's see what the president has to say. What are you talking about?
Next year, you will also see the results of the largest tax cuts in American history that were really accomplished through our great, big, beautiful bill, perhaps the most sweeping legislation ever passed in Congress. We wrapped 12 different bills up into one beautiful bill. That includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. Under these cuts, many families will be saving between $11,000 and $20,000 a year, and next spring is projected to be the largest tax refund season of all time. Next year, you will also see the results of the largest tax cuts in American history that were really accomplished through our great, big, beautiful bill, perhaps the most sweeping legislation ever passed in Congress. We wrapped.
They say people saying they don't believe him. We'll see. We'll see. We will see what's going to happen with that. Who knows? I don't know. I know I feel like our country is falling off the bone right now. Oh, somebody said working with Jay-Z.
The way Rock Nation moves, a lot of Jay-Z, but Jay-Z. No.
Let me see something. Let's see. I like this dude, Ray Daniels. He a Virgo like me. Let's see what he got to say.
with Rock Nation that failed, that eventually hated him. I worked at one of my major label jobs, and the CEO of the company, this is a white man, I ain't gonna lie, this is the first time I ever heard someone publicly speak bad about Jay. Look, he's like, nobody makes money with Jay-Z but Jay-Z. Nobody that gets in business make money with him but him. The way Rock Nation moves, a lot of people in the business hate it because, number one, Jay-Z is the biggest. He's the most famous rapper probably around, smartest rapper. He's married to Beyonce also. He wrote the script better than anybody else could, and he's still winning with it because Jay is so strong. You just don't say anything about him or his team. Nicki is on the other side of her career. She's like, and what? I think a lot of
very interesting take. And I will probably have to agree with Ray Daniels. Working with Jay-Z, you're not going to win. Jay-Z is absolutely for self. As we've seen, he sold people out to the Barclays Center, sold out all of Brooklyn. He's made a lot of questionable moves. He sold out the black people with the NFL. He sold out. He sold a lot of people out. Sold out Dame Dash, devalued his money. So I would have to agree that Jay-Z is 100% for himself. And what he does is he uses like culture. He uses culture to his advantage. Like I think with the kneeling thing with Kaepernick, he slid in there and they gave him the Super Bowl. So it's like, what? Oh, you a Virgo too? Shout out to Annette Robbs, man. We are. And my birthday is September 10th. I'm a day before you. Shout out. We almost a birthday twin in the building. But I would have to agree. I can't see. Has anybody won with Jay-Z? Has anybody? Because you want to say Kanye, but Jay didn't want Kanye rapping. He wanted Kanye making them beats. Who really won with him? I get maybe Rihanna. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We're lost and we're all over the place this morning. So, my brother, September 1st, shout out to you, bro. All the Virgos in the house. The Virgo world. Who this NFL player, Darren Lee, has been charged with the deletion of his girlfriend? Wow. Oh, look at this. Bruh, this is so sad. Look at this, y'all. Here go another one. I got to show y'all this. Another Hollywood joint. Look at this. This is another AI. Look at that. To everybody that's buying them studios, whoever buying a studio to make movies and shit, you cook, bro. Shut it down. Don't take out no leases on it because it's a wrap, bro. Like, somebody did this shit. If you look at this, if you look at the prompt they used, it's a very simple prompt. They're using Seed Dance. So they use Seed Dance 2.0 to generate a video. And this they just typed this. So for you to see this, these people typed. They typed in a prompt. That's all they did was type. They typed this, y'all. Let's look. The saddest part, as an actor, they not getting paid for that. Yes, I'm 71. I keep telling y'all that. This is not a movie. This is a prompt. Now look, if you see that, I know it's small, but I'm going to read to y'all what they typed in Seed Dance. So use Seed Dance 2.0 to generate a video about Tom and John Wick. Ultimate showdown, rainy night, abandoned warehouse. The rain flowed down the tin roof and the air was full of gunpowder. Tom was dressed in black tactical equipment. His headphones were slightly hung and his eyes were as calm as a knife. Opposite, John Wick slowly walked out of the shadows, spotless in a black suit, holding the iconic pistol in his hand. His eyes were so cold that there was no warmth, no nonsense. The first shot was fired instantly. Tom suddenly turned sideways and the bullet flew past his ear. He rolled on the spot, hid behind the iron box. They typed that. There were no grips. There wasn't a sound man. There were no actors. They typed that and did all this shit with a laptop. And this is where we at. Our asses are cooked, man. We're cooked. I mean, that is wild. That's wild, man. We are cooked. Shout out to everybody watching me too today. Everybody on YouTube and ooh boy, my YouTube TV is cracking. We got 95 people watching, well 99 and 91 of them on YouTube. So shout out to everybody on YouTube. We are building a family over there, and shout out to the 4 people that remain in the room on Instagram watching this stream. I appreciate you guys too. Oh Lord, let me move this. I gotta be careful when I got that pulled up. It's using already made images to produce it. We not cooked, if you know that. It can't produce anything that doesn't already exist. That's why some celebs been suing the companies from using their likeness. That's a very iffy thing when you say their likeness, because there are some people that look like these celebrities. There's some people that look like the celebrities. So you have to be careful, guys. So I don't know. Hold on, let me. A white man sends a message. Let's check this out.
We are just the same as a black guy.
Here's a white man. Let's see. A white man has a message for goofy black women searching for love, I guess. Let me see.
I hope y'all are embarrassed by what this man about to say.
Ladies, this one is for you. So we have thousands of you in our inbox and you're all looking for white men. Well, I'm going to tell you, don't date a white man just for status. A white man is not going to change your life. We are just the same as a black guy. A white man can be broke. A white guy can cheat. A white man can have a wife and pretend he is not married.
Hello?
So he can have another girlfriend. So we are exactly the same as the black race. So please do not come in my inbox saying you just want a white guy because you think your life will change just by dating this white guy. It won't.
It won't.
A lot of white guys are broke. A lot of white guys are cheaters. So this is what I've come on here to say today, to you ladies especially, because a lot of you are in our inbox. And your life will not change just by dating a white guy. Thank you. Take care.
The fact that this white man feels so comfortable to get online and make this video to tell y'all desperate.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? You want me to do let me see. I don't know. I wonder if I could do it. Yeah, Tia. I could do tip. I can't really do 50. Let me see if I can get 50. I'm a computer sick. 50 talk with his mouth kind of wide like that. I guess. But I could definitely do tip. I don't appreciate you playing with my name, home. You did that. First of all, and indubitably speaking, we must begin to atrocitize certain things in those dastardly ways that people have begun. So you were right. I can't. I gotta study 50. He's not hard, but I gotta find that little quirk that he has, bro. I gotta figure that out. That's gonna be a good one though, because they are fussing. But 50 be bullying niggas, man. Like 50 such a bully. And this ain't no knock to 50. 50 really needs to get some mental health counseling, bro. And I could tell there's something missing in his life. When men lose their mothers at a very young age, it leaves some type of a hole in their heart. You know, even when I was just watching the James Brown movie the other day, and you know, James Brown's mother walked out on him and his father, and James Brown was cold and cruel to like a lot of people that work for him, you know, band members, people around. He was kind of cold and cruel. And I think like it's one thing to not have your father, right? But when the mother is not in your life, when a mama not in your life, that really creates like a very interesting dynamic, I think, inside of a person. So, you know, 50 is just on a tear, and it's very interesting. And I think mental health counseling would be worth it. And I don't think he believes in that. I don't think he believes in mental health counseling. What do you mean mental health counseling? It's just mental health counseling. I gotta get him. I really gotta get him. Thank you, Purpose S's, for saying that. It'll pull up to a show too if you see me in your town or in your city. Let me see. Okay. Oh, no, that's AI. That's all AI. Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. I think we're going to wrap this up, guys, and I'm going to come back on here tomorrow. And if y'all want to, y'all can leave me stuff in the inbox. If it's something y'all want to talk about or share, or if you got any questions for me, you can always DM me. And that, I think that would be a great addition to our show, to be more interactive. You know, if somebody got some, you can send me questions anonymously, and I can read the questions off. We can try to solve those questions or whatever, guys. But without further ado, listen, man, it has been a stone cold groove. I'm going to be in Indianapolis, live in Indianapolis at the Helium, February 20th to 22nd. You can get those tickets at LeVarWalker.me, or you can scan your phone, take a picture of that, take a picture of that QR code, and go up and get those tickets. Love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. So good night and God bless.